Today, we are going to talk about secret shopping full time. If you want to make more money, real money, on your own schedule, grab a pen and paper, grab a cup of tea or beverage of your choice, and let's get down to business because this is going to be good. What's up, shoppers? Welcome to InfoShook. I am Dee, and I share insider information to help you maximize your earnings as a secret shopper. In today's video, I'm going to do a walkthrough with you of the Ellis Mystery Partners dashboard. I'll show you how to sign up to become a shopper, show you the back end of the website, what your dashboard looks like, and show you how to sign up for a shop and walk you through the report. Let's get started. If you want to do apartment shops, Ellis Partners is a very good place to start. Okay, once you're logged into the site, then this is the dashboard that you will see. On this side are always important messages, so you want to make sure that you read over those whenever you log in so you stay abreast of any updated information. Some of this stuff was updated a long time ago, but just be aware this has our blackout days. Okay, but here is where you will select whatever it is that you want to do while you're on the site. If you want to see projects, refer a friend, review or update your profile, if you want to check on a payment or look at your previous projects. Here, if you have a question and things you should know. Things you should know is pretty much your Q&A. If you need to ask a question, then you will click on that, and these are the contact emails for your questions. Here is where you would refer a friend, and you would just click the plus sign and put the person's name and their email and invite them. I haven't seen that they offer anything for referrals. It's just if you want to refer someone. And then let's go ahead and see projects. So when you open the project board where you can select those, this is what you'll see. This allows you to see by distance, which gives you more to see. We're just going to go over what it is that we're looking at. This tab is where you see visits that have to be in person. This tab is for telephone or virtual shops. There are none right now, but Ellis does offer phone only or internet shops to apartments. Those you usually see closer to the first of the month. Here you'll enter your zip code. Here is where you determine your distance that you're willing to travel. I'm going to set it to 30. You can zoom in and move the map around. You can also get the satellite view so that you can get a closer look. There's one video shop that's paying $75. Not bad. So some of these do have bonuses attached to them. So the plus red that you see is a bonus on the shop. So instead of it being a $30 shop, it's a $55 shop or a $45 shop. And this video shop is a $75 shop. So this is a key to show you and to select. If you want to see just backup shops, then you would click here. When it has a B on it, it is available for you to add yourself as a backup. The color codes here, blue is for telephone shops, purple is for recorded on site, and green is for video. You can click on telephone and on site. What that means is you are going to call the location and you are going to make an on-site visit that is not audio recorded, nor is it video recorded. For purple, these shops are recorded telephone and audio recorded on site. For video, your shop instructions will let you know whether or not the call should be recorded, and they usually are. So I'm going to click on this one. If you want to accept a shop, you accept it here and click accept. Read over the information, click OK. Another feature that you need to be aware of is the sort by. You can sort by distance, the city, who to shop, meaning some of these shops require that you shop anyone, and some of them require that you shop a specific person. So if you want to shop anyone, you would click anyone. If you want to pin down a contact person that you have to speak to over the phone and visit with, then you would click specific. You can sort by pay, with the base pay being $30, or a bonus amount. And this shows you the bonus from most to least in your area. So that's pretty much the gist of accepting a shop. So once you've accepted a shop, it will appear at the bottom of the dashboard. This is showing you a recent shop that I've just submitted, and others are there that I've completed, but I don't want to show you all my business. So I'm willing to show you a recent one. Here, if you want to go into the shop info so that you can get the details about the shop, you click this little exclamation point. To cancel a shop, you click the X and they will ask you why, and you let them know why. Here is where you communicate with the schedulers with this little icon here. So if you click on this icon, a box comes up. You select your reason for contacting them. If it's not one of these, it is other, you click other and you fill in the information. So I'm going to click here so that we can see the information about the shop. So this section is where you'll read your project description details. So read over that carefully. When you're done with that section, you can check it off. This tells you everything that you need to know and do. Okay, so this has important information that you need to know. So you would go through all of this information. Once you're done, you would mark that section as complete. I'm not going to do that because I'm probably not accepting this shop. Next, you're going to read your shopper story. This tells you what your scenario is, what to do and what not to do. You would read over that. And then you would read the instructions for your recorded video. This information here, this section is super important because it gives you instructions on recording. You can order your camera equipment from Ellis Partners, and it tells you here how to do that. But there are other options. I have my own spyware that I use, so I've never ordered theirs. Okay, next you're going to make the phone call. This tells you what to do. For example, if you don't reach the person, it tells you how you're going to call. You won't be calling directly. You'll use this number for a call recording. Be sure to read over all of this information thoroughly. After you make the phone call, you're going to check the recorded audio. It will appear down here. And then once you've reached the target and have your call recording, then you're going to make your on-site visit according to the instructions that you've seen in the shop. When you make your on-site visit, I advise transcribing immediately after, like doing speech to text immediately after, so that you remember the key points that you need to enter into your shop if you're not going to go and go off property and complete the report immediately. And then they also have it available so that you can print the form if you want to. I don't print the form, but it may be easier to do that to start out, so that when you fill out your online report, it'll flow easier. So this is the online report. These are all the sections of the online report, and we're going to go through so that you can see what they look like. So this form requires just a few key details. This is your header, and you would fill out this information, and then you're going to fill out your information here. And information about what you requested, what you told the leasing agent. This is the telephone portion. So you're going to complete this section. I usually do after the phone call so that it's done. But you don't have to do it then, because you have the recording to listen to and you can go over it at that time. But this is just mostly bullets, or mostly radio buttons over here, so you can quickly answer these questions. And then with the greeting, this is the on-site greeting. You just need a short explanation there. And then this is about the leasing agent identifying your needs. Radio buttons here as well, very short form. And then the demonstration. Demonstration is going to be the longest section because of the second question or the second request here on each question. Those have to be thoroughly explained. So it's going to ask for a certain number of words. But the radio buttons, quick. The explanations, they will tell you how many words they want per section. So just make sure that you complete that thoroughly. Then in the closing, you have mostly radio buttons, unless the leasing agent did not do what they should have done. For example, on this one, it's asking you about closing techniques. And if they did use a closing technique that's not listed above, you would have to thoroughly explain that. So there are quite a few summaries throughout the report, like little small summaries, but they do require paragraphs of 5 sentences in a few of the cells. And then your executive summary is where you're going to have the most writing. There are also additional questions. And this is pretty much the profile of the agent that you spoke with, the leasing agent. So that's just profile questions. Initially, the apartment shop report can seem quite long, but after you've done them, then they go a lot faster. One thing that I am a big proponent of is speech to text, because if you use speech to text, you're able to get the questions that require a paragraph done much faster as opposed to typing, and then you can just clean it up after. This page is just your rating page, basically, where you let Ellis know what your experience was. And you just, be honest with this. Mr. Shopping is not emotional. You want to use fact-based reporting. And then here, you're going to give a summary of your experience. So I hope this information was helpful to you. I really want to provide quality information that you can use to start making money right away. Use this information to create your next paycheck, and thanks for watching.